Live from the Star in Frisco, this is graduation for Plano West Senior High School, home of the Wolves.
Good evening, Plano West Senior High families. I am Billie Jean Lee, principal of Plano West Senior High. Before we begin our 2025 commencement exercises, I have a few announcements. First, I want to remind you that our graduation is being webcast live and available on pisd.edu/graduationlive and the Plano ISD YouTube page. Graduates may pick up their diplomas on Monday, June 2nd in the main lobby of Plano West from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Finally, I'd like to ask for the assistance of all of our guests in conducting this ceremony in an atmosphere of dignity and respect. Many family members have traveled a long distance to celebrate with our graduates, and we want to make certain you can hear their names as they are called. Therefore, we ask that you please refrain from disruptive behavior. The use of air horns is prohibited, and those in violation will be escorted from the stadium by the security team. We thank you for your complete cooperation in making this event a success. And now, please remain seated as we welcome our distinguished faculty and staff of Plano West, followed by our graduates. You will be asked to stand for the presentation of colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the national anthem immediately following. Thank you.
evening, Plano West. How are we feeling tonight? My name is William Sia, and I am the Plano West Class of 2025 valedictorian. Please remain standing as the Plano West JROTC Color Guard begins the posting of the colors. After the singing of the national anthem by Divya Matabusi, please remain standing while we recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated as we welcome back our principal, Miss Billie Jean Lee.
Could we please get another round of applause for Divya? That was absolutely beautiful. Good evening, graduates, and welcome family members, special guests, and visitors to this much anticipated occasion, the Plano West Senior High School commencement for the senior class of 2025. As we begin the graduation tonight, we'd like to introduce our special guest seated on the stage who will be presenting diplomas later in our program. We are very honored to have members of the Plano ISD Board of Trustees participating in our graduation. Nancy Humphrey, Board President, Dr. Lauren Tyra, Board Vice President, Tara Lance, Board Secretary, Catherine Chan Goodwin, Trustee, and Angela Powell, Trustee. And our newly elected trustees, Sam Johnson and Alyssa Klein. Thank you, Board of Trustees. Next, I'd like to introduce our superintendent and her cabinet. Dr. Teresa Williams, Superintendent of Schools. Dr. Celinda Freeman, Deputy Superintendent for Leadership and Operations. Johnny Hill, Deputy Superintendent for Business and Employee Services. Lisa Wilson, Deputy Superintendent for Teaching, Learning, and Life Readiness. Dr. Courtney Gober, Assistant Superintendent for Student, Family, and Community Services. Dr. Patrick Tanner, Assistant Superintendent for Technology Services. Daniel Stockton, Chief of Staff. Ivan Cantu, Chief Strategy Officer. Dr. Dewana Kendall, Chief of Employee Services. Leslie Range Stanton, Chief Communications Officer. Courtney Reeves, Chief Financial Officer. Lori Taylor, Chief Learning Officer. And finally, Dr. Jennifer Pearson, Executive Director for School Leadership and Innovation for Secondary Campuses. I would also like to introduce some special guests we have seated on the stage with us. Brooks Baca, Principal of Jasper High School. Andrew Jacob, Principal of Shepton High School. Sandra Pegram, Principal of Gwynn Special Programs Center. And David Jones, current Plano East Senior High Principal and former Shepton Principal. On behalf of the senior class and the faculty at Plano West, we want to thank all of these individuals for their tremendous support. Can we give them all a big round of applause? Now, we will continue our ceremony with a video address by our valedictorian, William Sia, a proud member of our Plano West Orchestra. Please direct your attention to the stadium monitors for these student addresses.
Good evening, faculty, families, friends, and of course, fellow graduates. It is so surreal standing before you all today on this momentous occasion. Tonight, we bid farewell to the lives we've known as we step boldly into an entirely new world. You will never laugh with your friends in the halls, rush back to fifth period after off-campus lunch, or feel the comfort of seeing all these familiar faces ever again. And no amount of wishing or dreaming will bring our childhood back. But while we can never return to our old life, we will always carry with us the memories we've made, the lessons we've learned, and a heart that is fuller because of it. So what will we remember from high school? It certainly won't be the formulas we memorized, the essays we wrote, or even the competitions we won. No, it'll be the people who stood by our side and the little sparkles of joy we shared with them, too fleeting to capture, but etched forever in our hearts. To all of you, thank you for being such amazing classmates, friends, and people. In particular, Judy, Lindsay, Sarah, Andy, and Abe, thank you for all the laughter and conversations, both lighthearted and deeply profound, that we've shared, and for always being there for me. To my wonderful orchestra community and the dedicated directors I've had over the years, thank you for helping me find a deep sense of belonging. And above all, thank you to my amazing parents for your unconditional love and endless wisdom. I would not be the person I am today without your support. I think all of us have a good idea of the people and memories which will stick with you for decades to come, and that's very telling. Family and relationships are the backbone of our lives. Always cherish the people in your life who are really there for you, and don't forsake them for anything. Now, what about the primary purpose of high school? Learning. Firstly, I'd like to extend my deepest thanks to all our teachers, administrators, curriculum writers, and everyone else who works tirelessly to ensure we have a world-class education here. Can I get a huge round of applause for all these amazing people? Especially, I'd like to thank all my teachers from Skaggs, Rice, Jasper, and of course, Plano West, who have been so influential in guiding me along my journey. Plano West truly is a special school, but it can be so easy to take it for granted. I know we've all gotten absolutely grilled by that physics test or lit essay and thought to ourselves, I wish I didn't have to do this. But there are literally billions of people out there, including many of our parents, who work their entire lives dreaming that their children will have the kind of education we have here, who pray every day that their children will worry about doing well in school rather than whether there will be food on the table or if they'll even live to see another sunrise. Never take this for granted. We have been blessed with the great gift of knowledge, and it has torn down so many walls around us. Continue to seek that gift, no matter where you go. We have only climbed a few branches in the great tree of life, and already our little corner of the world is so rich in opportunity. Once we climb a little further, with those barriers gone, the whole world will be in our sights. Can you imagine what wonders the future has in store for us? I certainly can't. None of us can. We are the pioneers, the leaders, and the visionaries of the future, and there is nothing we cannot achieve. But also remember, the true power of education lies in the ability it gives us to enact change. Utilize that power to its fullest, not just to better your own life, but to better the world and the lives of countless faceless and nameless people you will never meet. And now, before we walk across this stage together, I invite you all to close your eyes. Yes, really do it. Close your eyes and reflect on what brought us here. Think of the people who mattered, the ones who made a difference, and thank them. The next time you see them, tell them how much they mean to you, because your time with them won't last forever, but their impact on you will. Now, be present in this moment. Can you feel the electricity in the air, the excitement all around you and in your own heart? Yes. Yes. Relish in that feeling. You have done it. Be proud of all you have accomplished. Now, open your eyes. Great class of 2025. Congratulations on your tremendous achievement. As you are unleashed upon the great unknown that lies beyond, hold tightly to your roots, embrace your dreams, and go change the world. Thank you.
Thank you, William. Our next speaker is our Student Congress President and Plano West Cheer Captain, Gwyneth Smith.
Good evening, parents, family, friends, staff, and most importantly, the Plano West graduating class of 2025. My name is Gwyneth Smith, and I had the wonderful opportunity to serve as our Student Congress President for the 2024 to 2025 school year. The time has finally come. The endless assignments, early morning zero-hour wake-ups, and exhausting walks from E to G building have now become a memory. Before I go any further, I would like to take a moment to thank those around us that helped us get here today. Whether you are in this stadium or watching at home, each and every one of you played a vital role in crafting this moment. Thank you to the parents that pushed us to be better people and to the siblings that physically pushed us. We thank you for the lessons learned, laughs shared, and irreplaceable moments that shaped us into the people we are today. We will forever be unable to repay you for all the sacrifices you have made for us at your own expense. 13,332,720. That's how many minutes we have to truly live. Now, what if I told you that 90% of the people in this room will not spend that time following their dreams? With that portion of time, why would we not spend it doing something that fulfills us? Follow your dreams, a statement we've probably heard time and time again since we were able to comprehend words. The reality is that each and every one of us in this room holds a unique set of dreams and aspirations. Dreams we've had since we were children that have now transpired into reality. I mean, take me as an example. I was so emotionally affected by the movie Dolphin Tale in kindergarten that I thought it was my destiny to become a dolphin trainer. Yes, I mean SeaWorld and everything. Now, fast forward a few years, I am headed to college with dreams of becoming a lawyer. So, not quite as important as a dolphin trainer, but it'll do the job. The moral of the story is that dreams change, just like we do. What once felt so far away starts to become real. For many of us, even graduating was once a dream. This very moment, sitting next to people you may have known since the sticky-fingered days of elementary school, or may have met just last week when you asked your class to sign your yearbook. And just like every moment, this too is fleeting, proving that life moves fast. So fast that we are often so focused on what comes next that we forget to recognize what is right in front of us. We fail to appreciate the importance of uncertainty in our life. The uncertainty of whether we'll try out for that team, go to Chick-fil-A for lunch for the third time this week, or even what to wear to school that day. These moments, as small as they may seem, shape us into who we are. It's the uncertainty of whether we'll succeed that pushes us to try, to grow, and to become. As we walk out of this stadium today, taking our next steps on completely different paths, I encourage you to embrace the unknown. Understand that your life is not written, it's lived. This is not the end of our story. It's merely just the beginning. Be prepared for the journeys that lie ahead of you, not the destination. Make mistakes, learn from them, and know that nothing is permanent. These mistakes and failures are the precursors to your success. The average person gets 39,998,160 minutes on this earth. 1/3 of that will be spent asleep, and another third will be spent at work. So I ask you, what kind of story do you want to tell about your life? How will you spend your time? While I have now probably taken about 4 minutes of that time, I promise to leave you with a few final thoughts. As we go forth on our next chapter of life, never forget the ones we made at Plano West. You will face challenges. Embrace them anyway. Every moment matters. Every step is a part of your story. Remember that our futures are an opportunity for us to become whomever we wish, doing whatever we wish. This marks the start to the rest of our lives, a life shaped by our dreams. In the words of Walt Disney, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. So be courageous, be uncertain, be confident, and above all, follow your dreams, and don't waste a second of the time you've been given. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and as always, go Wolfpack.
Thank you, Gwen. Our next speaker is Serena Aguirre-Wodo, Senior Class President, a member of the orchestra, and you've also seen her with K Crew and Bollywood. She's also the voice of our daily school announcements.
Good evening, everyone. Friends, families, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2025. My name is Serena Aguirre-Wodo, and I've had the amazing honor of being your senior class president for this past year. I'm not gonna lie, it feels a little odd not looking out at everyone's faces right now, but 2020 prepped me for this moment. Just make sure to laugh when I make a joke and interact, all right? I'm serious. Before I go on, how are we feeling tonight? Hey, me too. That's good, because tonight isn't just another night. It's a special moment for us to celebrate how far we've come, reflect on the memories we've made, and propel us into the next stage of our lives. As I think back to my childhood, and I'm sure many of you can relate, I remember a distinct feeling of eagerness. Eagerness for what was next. I was eager to move into middle school, then eager for high school, and eventually eager for everything that came after. But what I've learned is that while it's okay to look forward, it's just as important to look around, to take in the people beside you, the small wins, and the ordinary days that end up meaning the most. Because high school wasn't just about chasing the next thing. It was about everything in between. The inside jokes in class, the chaotic group projects, the hallway conversations that turned into real friendships. That's what made it real. We didn't get some perfect polished version that High School Musical may have painted. We got the real thing. We got unexpected challenges, unpredictable days, and moments that tested us. But we also got connection, laughter, and memories that stuck, even in the most unexpected places. If you've ever laughed way too hard during a science class when you weren't supposed to, or ran to the lunch line after dissing the food all day, or gotten a really bad grade on a math test that might have been lower than your age, then you know what I mean. These weren't just moments. They were the glue that held us together. Like the time we were all dying from heat because our HVAC system was down, again, or that weird smell in B building that just never goes away, or sweating buckets because you know you didn't have a parking pass and the tow trucks just pulled in. And of course, a moment I know everyone looked forward to, those glorious morning announcements where you got to hear my voice bright and early, along with Mr. Davis's jokes that were sometimes funny. Even in the mess, the chaos, and the exhaustion, we built something beautiful, spirit. And not just school spirit, but human spirit. The kind that shows up even when it doesn't have to. And with that spirit came unity. We didn't all look the same, think the same, or come from the same background, but we found each other. We cheered each other on at endless games, regardless of the score, concerts, and events. We rooted for one another. We learned that unity doesn't mean uniformity. It means love, respect, togetherness. No one thrives alone. We need one another to build, to carry, to rise. And throughout these years, that's what we've done. We've lifted each other up, whether it was through encouragement, friendship, or just a quiet moment of understanding in the hallway. And now, here we are, at another eager moment, looking ahead to what comes next. Whether you're heading to college, trade school, the military, a gap year, or figuring out one day at a time, just know this: you are ready. We are ready. Because the same spirit and unity that got us here will carry us forward. But before we all run toward the future, I want you to remember something. You are loved. You are appreciated. You are valued. And not just for what you've accomplished, but for who you are. Whether we spoke every day or just shared a smile in the hallway, this community has left a mark on us all. These friendships, these bonds, this unity we built, hold on to them. And when life takes you somewhere new, don't be afraid to build again. Build boldly, build deeply, build beautifully. Because the truth is, while this moment may feel heavy, while the goodbyes start to sting and the tears start to fall, it's not just an end. It's the beginning of everything. A beginning full of possibility, a beginning full of purpose, a beginning that we walk into together as a class, as a community, and as a people who care. Before I close, I'd like to give some special thank yous. To every teacher, counselor, coach, custodian, and parent who helped shape us, thank you. From Mitchell to Frankfurt to Shetland and now here at West. A special thanks to my Amstead teachers, Mr. Sands and Mr. Bauer, for providing me with my favorite class ever. And to every single orchestra director I've ever had, Ms. Che, Mr. Tannenbaum, Mr. Davis, Mrs. Gross, and Mr. Ross. The community within orchestra is unlike any other, and for that, I am endlessly grateful. Thank you for pouring into us, for believing in us, and for showing up even when we didn't always make it easy. To my Bible study group, thank you for always listening to my very extensive High-Low Buffaloes, and for being a constant source of love, laughter, and support. You've been a safe space, a light, and a reminder that I'm never alone. I love you all deeply. And to my mother, the woman I adore most, thank you. 11 years ago, you brought us here from Nigeria with nothing but faith, courage, and a dream for more. You've guided me through every accomplishment and every hardship. You've been my biggest supporter, my role model, and my greatest blessing. Everything that I am is because of everything you gave me. Modupe mamami. And above all, my biggest thanks to God, because without him, I would not be where I am today. His grace has carried me every step of the way, and I give him all the glory. And thank you, class of 2025, for being the family I didn't know I needed. We may be going our separate ways, but we'll always carry this with us. The late night laughs, the last minute deadlines, the inside jokes, and the unstoppable, unforgettable energy. So when you're sitting in a dorm room, working your first job, or chasing a dream that scares you, remember this. You are never alone. You came from something strong, and you're a part of something much bigger. Before I go, we have to end this with a howl. So on the count of 3, you're gonna give me 2 wolf packs, and at the end, we are all, yes, us, going to howl. Don't leave me hanging. Can I get a wolf pack? Can I get a wolf pack? Ow! Thank you. I love you all, and congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Serena. Our final student speaker is Tegan Dow, our salutatorian, an active member of our robotics team and computer club, who will give our farewell address.
If there's one thing that high school taught us, it's how to pretend we know what we're doing. We've all walked into a physics or calc test, an English essay, or APUSH DBQ, and known, deeply and truly in our hearts, that the outcome was completely up to the gods. But look at us now. We survived, somehow, and not just survived, but thrived. So first, I want to take a very important moment to tell the Plano West graduating class of 2025, also known as the smartest, most talented, funniest, most attractive, and of course, most humble class Plano West has seen yet, congratulations. And on behalf of the students here, I'd also like to give a heartfelt thank you to all of the parents, teachers, administration, staff, friends, family, community, and everyone in between that has made it possible for us to get here. None of this would have gotten even close to happening without you. I'm also going to take a quick moment to thank my family, my mom and dad for always going above and beyond and supporting me, and my older sister and brother, Alice and Heming, for brightening my life and just being overall amazing people I've always looked up to. I love you guys. Now back to today's stars. People will tell us, in all of our cap and gown wearing glory, that from the moment we walk out of the stadium with our diplomas, we've entered the quote-unquote real world, and that these few hours of celebration suddenly transformed us into respectable adults. Well, I think that's stupid, and for at least the next 2 minutes, something tells me there isn't anyone that's going to disagree. There isn't any magic border we, as teenagers, cross. Not now, not when we graduate college or get a job or even start a family. We've already been living in the real world. We've navigated AP exams, torrential downpours between A and G, and went through purgatory in senior classes with no AC, in Texas too. We've survived English essays with jackhammer background music and gotten used to all sorts of roadblocks to the point where our roof falling off was just another Tuesday. And if you're sitting here thinking, okay, sure, but I still don't feel like an adult, then guess what? Neither does anyone else, not even your parents. Adulthood isn't a switch you flip. It's a game. It's an endless game of fake it till you make it, and these 4 years of high school have made us masters of this technique. Now, that's not to say we did it ourselves either. Plano West and Plano ISD as a whole played a large part in providing us with opportunities of dreams that allowed us the chances to test our skills and build up confidence little by little. For me, I was essentially raised by robotics and computer science clubs these past 4 years, and after a certain while, these places felt like a second family to me. Not everyone has to participate in extracurriculars, but whether that place of belonging is band, theater, B-lunch, or your 0-hour econ class, I hope everyone here has something positive they can look back on and be grateful for. For those of you that don't, I wish you the best of luck in finding where you can truly thrive in your life post-graduation. If adulthood is a game, then remember that you're the player, and it's up to you to find what brings you the most happiness. Now, I'm not going to keep on standing here and preaching about success because I'm 17 years old and I sure as heck haven't found it yet. Rather, I think I'm much more familiar with failure. So here's my parting message to you all. Fail like you mean it. Fall flat, laugh it off, and then get up even louder. The world is run by people who dared to embarrass themselves in front of others, and I challenge you to be one of them, because no one's perfect, so there's no reason to expect perfection from yourself either. We're all just figuring it out as we go, and with all of the amazing achievements our class has accomplished so far, I think we're crushing it. So congratulations, Wolfpack, not just for graduating, but for being brave enough to begin. Thank you.
Thank you, Tegan. Before conferring the degrees, I want to thank all the members of the Plano West faculty and staff who are here this evening to celebrate with our graduates, who have supported them along the way and are helping to assist with graduation. In addition to our staff, another group of supporters we'd like to recognize are our families and friends who have stood alongside our graduates and are here supporting them today. Would all family members and friends of our graduates in the audience please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to recognize our Plano West graduates who have achieved special recognition this year. Please stand and remain standing until all have been recognized. First, will the cum laude graduates with a grade point average of 3.6 to 3.9 please stand and be recognized. If you'll remain standing while the magna cum laude honor graduates with a grade point average of 4.0 to 4.2, please stand and be recognized. Will the summa cum laude honor graduates with a grade point average of 4.3 or higher please stand and be recognized? Will the 44 National Merit Finalists, our 28 National Recognition Scholars, and our National African American, Hispanic, and Indigenous Recognition Scholars please stand and be recognized? Will the top 10 highest ranking seniors please stand and be recognized? Will the students who advance to a regional, state, or national competition please stand and be recognized? We would also like to recognize any student who has chosen to enlist in the military. Will these students please stand and be recognized? We would also like to invite any active members of the military or veterans of the military who are in attendance tonight to stand and be recognized along with these students. Thank you all for your service. And finally, we would like to invite all the members of the class of 2025 to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. Graduates, I have just a few remarks for you tonight. It is my honor to stand before you tonight, not only as the principal of Plano West, but as someone who has walked alongside many of you on your journey for quite some time. For me, this senior class is incredibly special. This is my first year experiencing a Plano West senior year from start to finish, and what an amazing year it has been. Many of you are with me at Jasper High School, and some of you I've known since you were a sixth grader at Robinson Middle School. So this moment, your graduation, feels very personal. From the first moment of painting your senior parking spots back in the July heat and calling the pack in August, to dressing up for senior prom, gathering at celebration banquets and senior sunset, it's been a year full of unforgettable experiences. There's a book I'd like to share with you as you step into your next chapter. It's called The Power of Moments by Chip Heath and Dan Heath. In the book, they explore why certain moments in life stand out, the ones we remember years from now. They identify 4 key elements that shape our most powerful experiences: elevation, insight, pride, and connection. When I think about your senior year, I see all of these. Elevation, those moments that lifted you above the routine, your senior pep rallies, your performances, your victories, and your celebrations. Insight, the moments when something clicked, when you realized something about yourself, about others, or about the world around you. Pride, in the challenges you faced and the growth that you've shown. And most importantly, connection, the friendships formed, the mentors found, and the bonds that you've built. Those do not end here. All of these will travel with you. You've already proven you know how to make moments that matter. Now, go out and be intentional about creating them in your lives for yourselves and for others. Bill Hybels, in the book Axiom, Powerful Leadership Proverbs, devotes an entire chapter to paying attention to greetings and goodbyes. As you are saying goodbye to your high school experience, I challenge you tonight and in the coming days to pay close attention to the moments you share with those who are close to you, those people that have the coveted 8 tickets. Be intentional with your handshakes, the hugs, and the words of thanks to those who have supported you. Take time with your family. Take the extra pictures with your grandparents. talk to your aunt and uncle, and possibly answer questions you've been asked over and over about college and what you plan on doing in the future. Savor those moments. That is what you and people will remember. And most importantly, remember that once you are part of the Wolf Pack, you are always part of the Wolf Pack. Superintendent Williams, members of the Cabinet, Board of Trustees, ladies and gentlemen, as principal of Plano West Senior High, I am pleased to announce that the students seated before you have all met the course requirements for high school graduation as prescribed by the Plano Independent School District Board of Education and the Texas Education Agency. I now declare each graduate worthy of the high school diploma from Plano West Senior High. Announcing our graduates will be Reggie Chapman and Dave Houston, speech and debate educators, and Courtney Davis, CTE educator. Students will be assisted onto the stage by our associate principals, Michael Cruz, associate principal for student activities, and Stacy Flake, associate principal for curriculum and instruction. Leading their graduates to the stage and assisting them from the stage will be our 4 assistant principals, Montrell Davis, Dr. Kristen Fisher, Jennifer Gomez, and Valerie Reed. Announcers, please prepare to introduce our graduates. Mr. Cruz and Mrs. Flake, would you please come forward to assist the graduates to the stage? At this time, I'd like to ask for the first and second row of graduates to please rise and come forward to receive your diplomas.
Perfect, okay. Miles Alexander Chrisnagel. Kirian Bajo Abbey. Anaya Shanu Abraham. Rania Mahar Abusad. Shali Ningara Abuta. Helen Grace Adams. Kenyon Marcel Adams. Toyosi Yawande Adegbite.
Zainub Abbas.
Blake Andrew Adkins.
Jerusha Abraham.
Simone Nanaakua Agbota.
Samir Abu Sara.
Isha Agrawal.
Catherine Acedo Raga.
Manuel Charles Aguirre.
John Thomas Adams.
Serena Oginawaga Aguirre Voto.
Michael Adebayo.
Eric Valfried Alberg.
Amrita Adekeri Desai.
Olamatuse Grace Ajibogun.
Aryan Arabalu.
Zaid A. Al-Husseini.
Zaid Ali Aga.
Rawan Khaled Alamadi.
Sandra Aguirre.
Bashar Mohammed Yusuf Alazmir.
Owais Ahmad.
Andres Eduardo Alejos.
Ayushi Ahuja.
Mir Amar Ali.
Anisha Akula.
Amina Alimu.
Ahmad Al-Amawi.
Sophia Loren Allen.
Aya Alazmier.
Ava Von Alper.
Landon Aldridge.
Zayad S. Al-Sadi.
Mia Aliman.
Ricardo Alves.
Rosa Aliabad.
Mohammed Anaz bin Khalid.
Saif Alkas.
Gavin Michael Anderson.
Yuliani Pana.
Brian Haley Anto Benetsha.
Franco Alkaiser Perez.
Dave Aurora.
Alejandro Alvarez Pagan.
Pak Hey Shu.
Surya Anand Kumar.
Sophia Aoki.
Dyson Anderson.
Axel Josue Arbizu.
Darrell Lamar Andrews Jr.
Armando Jose Arias Pena.
Angela Angiano.
Drew Aaron.
Sebastian Alexander.
Newa Miriam Ask.
Amelia Aponte.
Bianca Rosa Atencio Bustamante.
Ariella Aline Argueta.
Nicholas Reza Atifat.
Zoe Armendariz.
Adriana Vianney Avila Carrizales.
Kaylee Aaron.
Darren Jacob Oladele Owadape.
Karita Victoria Asafor Paul.
Arshia Azodafar.
Ava Sophia Bibek.
Sitara Melody Bahadori.
Annalie Karina Astorga.
Jaden Elizabeth Bear.
Keon Zhang Atara.
Abir Singh Bakshi.
Jaden Elizabeth Austin.
Uni Ban.
Kaja Ayan.
James Ransom Dixon.
Nadim Umgad.
Srijan Banerjee.
Mirza Bag.
Tisha Banka.
Caden Nakisa Baker.
Sumartha Bapat.
Andrew Joseph Balarama.
Nathan Barker.
Lakshya Bondi.
Dia Basapatina.
Aryan Bungad.
Alexander Wayne Bates.
Amia Banks.
Joel Baxter.
Shelly Barzani.
Jason Manuel Becerra.
Maria Barrera Torres.
Gabriel Behar Gilbert.
Neilmar Danielle Bastidas Kambar.
Massimo Luis Benitez.
Mackenzie Marie Bowman.
McKenna Elizabeth Barrett.
Natalia Becerra Moreno.
Trinity Lucicalo Bethany.
Ramya Sri Bindupudi.
Shaylon Darmesh Bakhta.
Laz IOL Binriel.
Akshay Aravind Baskar.
Valeria Isabel Betancourt.
Harris Uzman Bhatti.
Molly Beitler.
Roel Joel Garcia III.
Kushi Sharag Balani.
Layla Christine Billingsley.
Anjali Ria Bhattacharya.
Eva Grace Berkner.
Nicholas Emmett Billifer.
Andrea Blando Quinones.
Joshua Mir Birnbaum.
Alexander Robert Blumenthal.
Ethan Orion Blaylock.
Emma May Boardman.
Sophia Quinones.
Caroline Emma Bachmeyer.
Michael Blumenthal.
Lenore Carver Corinne Bulware.
Charles Robert Bolt.
Giselle Borreo Aguirre.
Gabriela Adriana Borboa Bustamante.
Elizabeth Ann Bourgeot.
Alyssa Ann Bolter.
Kennedy Gabrielle Boyce.
Claire Marie Boyette.
Nicholas Napoleon Bojek.
Eduardo Jose Bracho Flores.
Diego Alejandro Braco Marquez.
Victor Bradford III.
Cesar Augusto Munoz Salazar.
Nander Charles Bravo.
Miles Wandell Braxton.
Luke Aaron Breen.
Alice Tiai.
Caitlin Rose Brewer.
Brighton Asher Hollingsworth.
Abigail Rose Brocklebank.
Quentin Jules Elliott Breton.
Iman Raja Brown.
Gavin Harrison Brzozowski.
Piyush Mohan Bodagavi.
Jeremy Taylor Brielle.
Jonathan Burris.
Gavin Lloyd Brown.
Marissa Kate Byerly.
Autumn Michelle Burnett.
Emma K. Caldwell.
Lauren Nicole Caldwell.
Bentley Drew Callan.
Emery Morian Callan.
Javante Jamal Callery.
Daniela Camarquero.
Amelia Camarillo.
Jeremy Clark Camp.
Diego Ignacio Campos Rios.
Jadon Kai Candelaria.
Ava Ewan Cow.
Julia Isabel Carranza.
Luis Carrillo Jr.
Andrea Danielle Carrillo Galvez.
Herschel Lewis Carter III.
Giselle Carzales.
Caden McKenna Carter.
Jermaine Aloysius Carter Jr.
Carlos Alberto Constanata Cruz.
Angel Enrique Jacobo.
Cooper Maddox Castile.
Santiago Javier Carvajal.
Ayana Camille Castile.
Leah Gabrielle Castanon.
Maria Veronica Castillo Reyes.
Camille Grace Castillon.
Isabella Bethany Caballos.
Junior Jose Castillo Sutil.
Natalie Julie Chasson Urdaneta.
Ishan Shashard.
Sabina Chamoy.
Sebastian Chacon Mendic.
Isabel Chang.
Deacon Wing Feng Chan.
Axel Chasak.
Julian Edward Chapman.
Amaya Chertovetti.
Aiden Patrick Chastain.
Alexander Jai Chin.
Sierra Elise Chavez.
Pei Tiz Tashasa Chin.
Anthony Chen.
Ping Se Chin.
Samai Chen.
Graham Ives Cheskov Drundov.
Luke Patrick Brady.
Monica Lewin Cho.
Emily Page Collins.
Emmanuel Levi Chisholm.
Michaela Marie Lewis.
John Ho Choi.
Caitlin Chindana.
Gina Summer Chong.
Rachel Chiritizado Shinokanora.
Harris Mohammed Chowdhury.
Maria Victoria Chirino Jimenez.
Diego Andres Churio Salazar.
Dhruv Kuntesh Choksi.
Jonte Omar Chujor.
Rahama Chowdhury.
Matthew Chong.
Roman Paul Chenard.
Darwin Luis Kona Cisneros.
Joel Shirkling Xian.
Sophia Kogan.
Julia Lorena Secourt.
Kinsey Nicole Connor.
Evan Ray Clemens.
Lesliana Chanel Coburn.
Bonnie Sue Marguerite Coyne.
Jillian Barbara Cook.
Lauren Elizabeth Connell.
Madison Rebecca Cordell.
Christopher Joseph Conroy.
Sophia Celeste Costa.
Natalia Magdalena Corsega Leon.
Fletcher Tate Cravens.
Kuhu Lile.
Olivia Rose Crump.
Hannah Maria Corzo.
Jessica Naomi Cruz Sosnava.
Miku Yamaji Colston.
Kevin Tien Shui.
Weston Paul Cox.
Ale Kuke.
Richard Cruz.
Cassidy Brooke Couchard.
Elijah Gavin Cross.
Victor Cutts.
Camila Alejandra Cuello Anez.
Marvin Menua Dakiti.
Jordan Crandall Curtis.
Lola Victoria Danielle.
Maxine Isabel Ignacio Custodio.
Anika Das.
Kang J. Dai.
Brianna Simone Davis.
Landon Thomas Damon.
Alexandra Bella Dawes.
Carly Rush Darnell.
Daniel Curtis DeBarros.
Arush D. Dasani.
Mia Isabella DeLucia.
Elijah Jaden Davis.
Ruhi Deshpande.
Max David D. Simone.
Yash Darnkar.
Arpon Dave Petnake.
Cole Joseph Dorndar.
Vincent Jacob Del Toro.
Martin Ding.
Nathan Christopher Denon.
Amabel Twang Vai Do.
Suhana Ayer Devaraj.
Asher Reed Dossman.
Vedant Dharmatakari.
Jamaria Tion Douglas.
Evelyn Shuhan Ding.
Nyasia Janae Driver.
Georgie Yordanov Dodnikov.
Jacob Presley Duke.
Ashley Dong.
Darius Marquise Dunkins.
Kinley Nicole Dossman.
Deja Gormaya Don.
Samantha Ryan Douglas.
Maurice Arthur Eson.
Jose Vicente Duarte Gutierrez.
Ryan Milad Ibrahimi.
Catherine Rose Duffy.
Chloe Ann Edwards.
Kyan Christopher Lamar Dumas.
Spencer Richard Effinger.
Quinice Taraz Dunmore.
Gabrielle Rachel Elbaz.
Isabella May Dunn.
Evan Christopher Allender.
James Allen Zavodny.
Mirzad Irfani.
Hugo Chiagozie Ebiam.
Tara Airy.
Joshua David Edwards.
Omar Alexei Esparza Nejara.
Kiera Lydiette Edwards.
Eliza Farida Esquenazi.
Lanaya Michelle Island.
Sydney Reese Estrada.
Miriam Mohammed Elibiari.
Chelsea Elizabeth Everett.
Aiden Monty Kyle Ellis.
Fatima Rose Fall.
Jack Alexander Erickson.
Arian Fardy.
Anthony Tank Escamilla.
Ryan Sami Ferdajani.
Juan Luis Esparza Cerna.
Ashley Marielle Fernandez Pena.
Ivan Emmanuel Estes.
Daniel Fielkov.
Lynette Nicole Estrada Hernandez.
Ari Seth Fink.
Nikita Yevseyev.
Grayson Robert Fisher.
Sky Taiga Baltus.
Sarah Catherine Flanagan.
Brindley Lynn Farquhar.
Deborah Sophia Fletcher.
Emma Sophia Fernandez.
Brian Flores.
Ana Abira Fernandez Tajadin.
Melvin Jahir Flores Quintero.
Mason Olivia Fikes.
Bethany Annalise Franco.
Salvador Valmor Fino Rodriguez.
Cameron Deshaun Frank Jones.
Jeremiah Ezekiel Fisher.
Aaliyah Ann Freddie.
Marley Zane Flanagan.
Emily Michelle Fry.
Denham Rylan Flood.
Kevin Allen Fuentes.
Jerry Lynn Michelle Flores.
Jacob Ariello Gaffney.
Julia Rosalind Floyd.
Haran Gao.
Karis Malay Fouts.
Brittany Nancy Garcia.
Brianna Ebony Franco.
Jennifer Carolina Garcia Carranza.
Taylin Bershai Franklin.
Manuel Alejandro Garcia Marsal.
Grace Sterling Freeman Weber.
Carlos Raul Garcia Pachano.
Sebastian Enrique Fuenmayer.
Cadence Elizabeth Gardner.
Alex Ross Fuller.
Nilesh Garge.
Angel Butu Gakio.
Miles Ryan Garner.
Ana Valeria Garcia Lafari.
Christopher Luis Garza.
Amaris Idamar Garcia Oliveros.
Elliot Gabriel Gavina.
Javier Enrique Garcia Rosario.
Gabriela D. Janau.
Kamari Elise Gardner.
Martin Ashraf Gurgis.
Simon Gebri Michael.
Samuel Gil Salas.
Kirsten Hintapanen.
Daniel Michael Glabai.
Rohan Parveen Gidvani.
Faith Sapphire French Gleo.
Louis Thomas Gilday.
Safaye Gokayadin.
Chloe Glanger.
Caleb Samuel Goldberg.
Rachel Caroline Glover.
Xavier Armando Gomez.
Ben Golan.
Markel Travar Gonsolin.
Wilmer Aaron Gomez.
Luis Gonzalez.
Amanda Sofia Gomez Castro.
Leonardo Jose Gonzalez Luengo.
Riley Vanessa Gonzalez Chaparro.
Grecia Meredith Gotera Lugo.
Sylvie Gu.
Akbar Guwani.
Miguel Eduardo Govea Rodriguez.
Tegan Zen Gao.
Jay Kubar Goyal.
Rhea Goyal.
Suhani Goyal.
Nelsie Grabaka.
Lily Alyssa Grant.
Kylan Jacob Green.
Jada Anaya Gray.
Sophia Ray Grimes.
Graham Michael Griffin.
Genevieve Claire Groover.
Christian Colby Grizzoffi.
Victoria Natalie Guerrera Rodriguez.
Preetham Reddy Gaduri.
Sarah Kate Go.
Brooke Ann Gwynn.
Annabella Gupta.
Vincent Cooper Gunter.
Arushi Gupta.
Anushka Gupta.
Ian Alessandro Gutierrez.
Raghav Hukam Gupta.
Mary Alice Paola Gutierrez Ugas.
Shinkinkira Del Valle Gutierrez Martinez.
Jacob Lee Haffen.
Reginald Demetrius Guyton.
Ava Marie Haley.
Ghazal Hakimi.
Sarah Ashraf Hamid.
Chase James Hamaker.
Yoel Han.
Youssef Hamoude.
Thomas Frederick Harding.
Ziu Han.
Pratham Harish.
Rohan Rajiv Hargunani.
Artistley Harris.
Dylan Joseph Harlow.
Yasmin Christian Javon Harris.
Ethan Nathaniel Haruvi.
Afnan Hassan.
Jaden Emmanuel Haynes.
Naveed Sami Hassan.
Kate Madison Harris.
Raina Tanvi Hassan.
Selena Hashmi.
Danielle Anise Heidman.
Daniel Heilig.
Sean Joseph Heilig.
Abel Jesus Hernandez.
Alexis Renee Hendrickson.
Jashelle Lenice Haskell.
Chloe Denise Chavira Fields Hernandez.
Itzel Hernandez.
Manuel Alejandro Hernandez.
Nathan Joshua Hernandez.
Sarah Isabel Hernandez.
Gianfranco Hernandez Shancharulo.
Marilyn Gabriela Hernandez Garcia.
Vanessa Paola Hernandez Lozano.
Luis Jose Hernandez Portillo.
Natalia Valentina Hernandez Rico.
Sydney Hirsch.
Adam Philip Herrick.
Angelina Serene Hajazi.
Colin Havak Hewitt.
Vivian Jessica Ho.
Beatrix Ara Olive Hightower.
Zoe Heaven Holland Montez.
Maya Sophie Hijazi.
Golden Andrew Hollingsworth.
Mia June Hodges.
Riyadh Yaqub Holmes.
Aiden Bryce Hollis.
Brent Dribbin Horwitz.
Layla Sky Holt.
Eddie Qingtao Huang.
Winnie Hu.
Heath Parks Hunsucker.
Guanhao Hong.
Ava Jolie Hutton.
Kaylee Elizabeth Humaneski.
Rabia Karam Ikram.
Ibrahim Ihab Hussein.
Reagan Ella Emmerman.
Linda Yanwario.
Ahmad Irfan.
Arafa Khalifa Ibrahim.
Ali Siddiqui Ismail.
Maymuna Ilyas.
Joshua Matthew Jackson.
Wilder McDermott and Contrera.
Eshwar Jenganesh.
Shumel Azin Islam.
Aaron Neal James.
Omar Sedki Ismail.
Yunsul Jang.
Caitlin Mallory Jackson.
Insha Iqbal Giovanni.
Daniela de Los Angeles Jaimes.
Jessica Mary Johnson.
Panav Jain.
Shanoya Tieba Charnette Johnson.
Ryan Alexander James.
Andrew Paul Jones.
Connor Lee Jenkins.
Noah Braden Jones.
Landry Michael Job.
Alika Kai Josh.
Kamaya Chardonnay Johnson.
Joshua Lance Judkins.
Jack Bryson Johnston.
Alan Christopher Corrado.
DeAndre Lamar Jones Jr.
Bana Iyad Kakish.
Olivia Jones.
Rishi Rajesh Kalyanderg.
Jaden Lee Judkins.
Travis Ryan Kamerdiener.
Precious Nyaguti Kabugu.
Arman Kapoor.
Ariana Shireen Kahe.
Ella Neil Carialago.
Shivansh Kala.
Dwani V. Karthik.
Sienna Combo.
Humza Muhammad Ali Kazi.
Munana Kanchisa Kanungesha.
Lily Ann Kellum.
Kaushiki Kapoor.
Phoebe Kelly Kennedy.
Aditya Karthik.
Avery Kessner.
Mohammed Rahim Kashif.
Harris Amir Khan.
Memory Nicole Keith.
Anshul Milind Kandakar.
Beyonce Rose Kelly.
Nadine Judy Kushab.
James Michael Keo.
Saba Danielle Kashravi.
Simra Khan.
Carolyn Leanne Kidd.
Arshi Nisha Kargoria.
Brian Dongjin Kim.
Suhan Kavari.
Ethan Kim.
Makaya Victoria Kibbe.
Reese Joe Kimbriel.
Jackson Twist Kilmer.
John Austin Kirkpatrick.
Emily Kim.
Isabella Abro Klein.
Jejin Kim.
Alexandra Noel Clint.
Christian Kavan King.
Rhett Colrider.
Alexandra Renee Curvin.
Haley Riley Cone.
Alexander Daniel Knight.
Charlie Catherine Coop.
Shubi Coley.
Lucas Matthew Kruger.
Manith Komareddy Naga Venkata.
Ashita Chaudhary Kukatla.
Pranay Kothwal.
Varuni Kalyan Kumar.
Andrew James Kubat.
Muhammad Sami Kuzbari.
Rashmi Kukreja.
Abid Ali Ladhani.
Saisha Kumar.
Jordan William Lazarevich.
Harish Kumaraswamy.
Aliyah Victoria Lane.
Asfia Leba.
Sebastian Philip Langley.
Xavier Alexis Laguna Oliver.
Fumalayo Lasakan.
Jaden Matthew Lamb.
Corey Renee Jackson.
Brooke Lynn Longo.
Shayla Jaimez Ponciano.
Hudson Mercer Lankford.
Samaya Alexis Kashawn Wallace.
Brandon Michael Latore.
Landon Kit Lau.
Janelli Vianney Lavadores.
Jorge Leal.
Ava Angeline Lawrence.
Eden Elizabeth Lieber.
David Daniel Leo Bernes.
Ha Christina Lee.
Alice Sabine Lee.
Kira Michelle Lee.
Hannah Soyoon Lee.
Takia Lachey Lee.
Enzo Gloria Lee.
Kaylee Nicole Liu.
Nicole Elizabeth Lee.
Ava Raki Lee.
Amari Florida Lewis.
Daniel Chinyi Liang.
Alex Lee.
Kara Beth Lynn.
Annie Lee.
Elijah Cade Liegenfelter.
Michael Lee.
Osmond Lynn.
Sally Lieberman.
Jessica Mackenzie Littlejohn.
Jasper Lynn.
Jai Derek Liu.
Isabella May Lennart.
Jerry Zhang.
Ryan Lewis Little.
Julia Liu.
Lycio Mansil Littlejohn.
Rulianis Bursino Reyes.
Ji Yu Liu.
William Wyatt Lockney.
Jaden Andrew Liaza Kirk.
Anuz Losia.
Chloe Amaris Lotus.
Soriangel del Valle Lopez Acosta.
Alizia Abigail Lopez.
Manola Louise Lopez Romero.
Madeline Elizabeth Lopez.
Elizabeth Mia Lowe.
Diego Sebastian Lopez Cifuentes.
Joshua Edward Liu.
Valeria Lopez Soriano.
Clara Joanna Ludwig.
Maria Paula Lozano.
Judith Lugo.
Luke Byron Lucero.
Kendra Tan Tu Luong.
Casey Joy Lueb.
Ronia Lene Lyles.
Jonathan Douglas Lukaskas.
Cesar Gabriel Machado Valencia.
Nadine Marie Luther.
Noah Austin McKenzie.
Vincent Leo Lee.
Catherine Lucia McLean.
Zachary William Leisinger.
Divya Jayakumar Matabasu.
Juan Maciel.
Peculiar Blessing Iba Mataforo.
Brooks Alexander McIntosh.
Samara Zainab Mahmood.
Catherine Elizabeth McLeod.
Natalie Nyakobi Makumbi.
Liam Ranger Madison.
Jean-Claude Gregorio Malave Cuevas.
Ridwan Mahmood.
Arnav Reddy Mamidi.
Ishan Sachin Mahuli.
Tejoshi Krishna Mandali.
Natasha Jerry Makumi.
Kashyap Manoj Kumar.
Coretta Julia Nokwazi Malimba.
Sarian Soran Marf.
Ishayayu Mendal.
William Foley Markham.
Jamie Manis.
Isabella Sofia Marquez Martinez.
Gabrielle Romina Torregoza Marasigan.
Diego Alberto Marquez Morales.
Elena Catherine Marquetos.
Isabella Del Carmen Marquez Sanchez.
Avery Lynn Marks.
Cameron Lamont Martin.
Alvaro Jose Marquez Medina.
Brianna Giselle Martinez.
George Luis Marquez Romero.
Paola Valentina Martinez.
Vincent Alfonso Marrero.
Juan Emilio Mata Alvarado.
Samaj Keith Martin.
Caleb Dominic Matthias.
Catherine Halibet Martinez.
Sai Keshevan Muvanko.
Valeria Martinez Gomez.
Kirilis Valentina Maya Rojas.
Sebastian Andres Martinez Romero.
Sydney Rose Mayrell.
Micah Asher Matthew Muthai.
Sean Matthew McCormick.
Asha Kesavan Mavanko.
Margaret Dorothy McDermott.
Trenton Alexander Maxim.
Daniel Henry McGilvery.
Lane Taylor Mayo.
Emma Elizabeth McGunfley.
Jaden Allen Mays.
Ava Nicole McGrew.
Parker Allen McDaniel.
Oliver Thomas Mears.
Chloe Grace McIntyre.
Manal Abdullah Bakari.
Jack Thomas McGlamory.
Kaya Mehta.
Brianna Tiamoni McKnight.
Carolyn K. Melender.
Audrina Joelle Medrano.
Kevin Adrian Mendez.
Miriam Abdallah Makari.
Johan David Mendoza Ovalas.
Nicholas Richard Menardis.
Emery Corrine Merritt.
David Matthew Melee.
Isabella de Jesus Meza de Stefano.
Nicole Mariana Mendez Saavedra.
Yasmin Altamash Mir.
Maria Fernanda Mendoza Zapata.
Aditya Kumar Mishra.
Ethan Jacob Myler.
Aiden Jameson Mitchell.
Elise Marie Mikes.
Anya Mohapatra.
Alejandro Javier Miranda.
Kathia Allison Molina Castro.
Tanish Misra.
Mariana de Jesus Montero Corridor.
Azmir Mobin.
Maria Marcela Montiel Garcia.
Isabella Natalie Molina.
Alexa Nicole Mooney.
Gabriela Sofia Montano.
Kimberly Mora.
Andrea Sofia Montero Lira.
Cynthia Clarette Moran Hernandez.
Grayson Allen Moore.
Alexander Sasha Morel.
Genesis Paola Morales Rosado.
Fernando David Moreno Artiega.
Andres Javier Moran Acosta.
Rachel Ayumi Mori.
Ryan Harrison Moorhead.
Mitchell Lawrence Morton.
Gian Michael Moreno.
Julio de Jesus Mota Beltran.
William Samuel Morgan.
Faiza Abby Mubarak.
Ariana Brielle Mortiaro.
Azul Alessandra Muñez Aguinagua.
Courtney Mariah Mosley.
Giovanni Monthali.
Arshia Naira Moyin.
Parasuram Moro Komar.
Soham Kastub Mule.
Jack Dylan Murphy.
Zvikam Morero Amanda Munyoro.
Aditya Nurayan Mudasaran Narayan.
Braden Nicholas Trejo Murph.
Leonardo Ezekiel Nakache Angula.
Isaiah Roy Murray.
Adam Nugai.
Pendo Wanjiru Maikiga.
Bhavini Nair.
Saket Venkata Nadella.
Suraj Nanda.
Ishraq Naim.
Clara Watanabe Nascimento.
Eden Noel Nally.
Alyssa Natter.
Shravan Narayanan.
Jesse Hasiel Navarrete.
Shivani Ovia Nathan.
Pushpanjali Nayak.
Diego Antonio Nava Segovia.
Elise Emerson Nelson.
Satik Stefan Nuvin.
Roosevelt Muyai Nwatamao.
Atticus Pierce Neal.
Nyak Ni Win.
Sophia Abigail Nell.
Kate Adora Niziana Hadley.
Eliana Janae Nemeth.
Chance Shepard Niem.
Corbin Michael Newland.
Camilla Isabel Lopez.
Bradley Truong Sun Wen.
Carla Scheherazade Nieto Castillo.
Tila Serenity Wen.
Samaya Lee Ann Nixon.
Rosemary Fiore Naguatamo.
Alexis Paige Novak.
Eric Young Nye.
Hunter Morgan O'Neill.
Labiba Janito Nisa.
Mariangel Akando Mavarez.
Jillian Judith Noon.
Deidra Dina Odinde.
Aditi Lakshmi Nukala.
Ken Akema Odom.
Charlotte Evelyn O'Neill.
Lindsay Okashima.
Carla Paola Ochoa.
Laberth Madeline Ojeda Rincon.
Devin Daniel Odende Jr.
Arvin Alapor.
Oluwakurede Moreo Odomoso.
Heather Caitlin Oliveira.
Renee Antonio Ojeda Luengo.
Abdurrahman Salaban Omar.
Treasure Neoma Ojokwu.
Dylan Musango Honora.
Jaylee Shinkinkara Olavis Fignon.
Charles Orgiaca.
Noah Matthias Olvera.
Osman Ahmed Osman.
Ditya Ankar.
Bryson Davon Leon Owens.
Mercy Olorinkimi Opalier.
Darylyn Imperatriz Machio Chavez.
Jordan Oren.
Archian Vusedev Padamati.
Rohan Yash Oraganti.
Siley Padole.
Lilibeth Shannon Ott.
Ryan Isaiah Parker.
Damari Rashun Owens.
Jackson Gregory Pascuzzi.
Madison Renee Pack.
Julia Pasley.
Maria Jose Padilla Cantillo.
Noah Aaron Patnode.
Maria Fernanda Padron.
Shaylee Dia Patro.
Baraj Singh Parhar.
Maria Luisa Pavio Bronco.
Mason David Parker.
Isabella Patricia Paz Rincon.
Hamza Parwani.
Joshua Paul Pearson.
Sarah Michaela Pasha.
Elias Giselle Pena Barquera.
Javol A. Patel.
Prathrus Sai Penamarthi.
Marie Noel Patis.
Victoria Isabella Perez.
Luis Pablo Paz Gutierrez.
Marisol Perez Medina.
Rex Daniel Pearson.
Addison J.C. Peters.
Jackson Bo Kun Ping.
Andrelis Isabeth Morales Vargas.
Luke Michael Perez.
Christine Phillips.
Hansel Allen Peak Jr.
Darren Bayhem Pham Viong.
Guadalupe Perez Medina.
Roja Aditya Podia.
Abigail Perez Rodriguez.
Carolyn Grace Polsey.
Salvina Rochelle Peter.
Nayana Narashima Prasad.
Tavion Jiang Peterson.
Amaya Gabrielle Prophet.
Stephen Uchenna Feary.
Ava Elizabeth Puga.
Rithik Parithi Viraj.
Ahmad Anan Kadri.
Zachary Tyler Polks.
Michelle Chien.
Zahid Hussein Prabhu.
Sarah Nazar Ahmed Kubaj.
Reed DeJour Pridget.
Isabella Norita Quintero.
Vladislav Aiden Pruitt.
Imran Tamid Koreyashi.
Sage William Taksha Magano.
Bella Noel Rayborn.
Aditi Mundar Purohit.
Hector Eduardo Ramos Villarreal.
Ria Puthalaput,
Ryan Randall,
Joshua Chiang,
Emma Kelly Raspberry Pool,
Andrew W. Kwan,
Ratika Rastogi,
Annalie Joy Quinn,
Xavier Timothy Oscar Ray,
Ebad Ula Qureshi,
Rohan Gadam Reddy,
Syed Ilya Rahimi,
Madison Elaine Reed,
Prajusha Rajkumar Matavi,
Mithran Suharam Ragupathy,
Victoria Delmar Ramirez Godoy,
Tasia Rashay Reed,
Valentina Shinkinkara Ramos Pavoli,
Diana Alexa Rivette Arlecan,
Myberly Stelimar Ramos Perez,
Zoe Olivia Rejas,
Yash Amal Ringdal,
Bruno Adolfo Reyes Castro,
Taylor Razor,
Benz Ethan Reiter,
Tanishka Chandrasekhar Ratnaparki,
Juan Carlos Rincon Medina,
Alan Christopher Reddick,
Luis Fernando Rincon Buscadigua,
Brandon Lee Reed,
Reina Ann Ritter,
Reese Presley Reeves,
Elvin Alfredo Rivera Soriano,
AJ Reichenstein,
Nina Simone Robinson,
Oriana Natalie Reynoso,
Olivia Graceland Rocco,
Kai Jeremiah Reyes,
Michelle Coe Rodriguez,
Victoria Valentina Reyes Romero,
Juan Diego Rodriguez Peralta,
Brett Handley Richards,
Holly Diana Rogers,
Ella Bray Riley,
Brianni Riggett Rojas,
Jose Andres Rincon Pargas,
Rodriguez Karen Sofia Roa,
Ellen Olivia Rippey,
Audrey Elizabeth Rowland,
Kathleen Sinai Rivera,
Danielle Nicole Role,
Maria Albertina Rivero Garcia,
Pablo Romero,
Liliana Nichelle Robinson,
Tristam Liam Rosario,
Samaya Janae Robinson,
Taylor Ann Rose,
Christopher Major Rodriguez,
Oliver Clayton Royal,
Juliet Rose Rodriguez,
Mohammed Newman Sadaquat,
Valeria Rodriguez Henao,
Mia Sarganaga,
Mary Alice Rodriguez Salas,
Karen Paola Salas Cortez,
Lillian Denise Rogers,
Alian Mohsen Salim,
Maximiliano Rojas Gomez,
Dalia Jacqueline Sanchez,
Migiana Sofia Roldan Morales,
Santiago Adolfo Sandoval,
Dylan Henry Roll,
Juan Elias Sandria Prieto,
Nestor Luis Romero Lopez,
Chase Kenneth Sanger,
Douglas Michael Rose,
Rachel Kobe Sarfati,
Jaden Bailey Rosette,
Dino Giant Sato,
Massimo Gerardo Sacco Morato,
Terry Dormel Scales III.
Tiana Sadehi.
Wyatt Shonkiewert.
Tanisha Sagam.
Finn Sears.
Richard Jose Salazar Moran.
Holden Bryce Seagar.
Aisha Salman.
Catherine Brooke Selman.
Samantha Sofia Sanchez Gutierrez.
Balaganesh Cynthia Kumar.
Giseli Cicely Sandoval Silvas.
Ong Kwang Set.
Sumartha Sangol.
Jazah Shahed.
Amar Benit Dimitri Sangvi.
Umar Ibrahim Shams.
Joseph Ariel Santos Villanueva.
Arshia Rumi Sharma.
Nikita Sasikumar.
Darlianas Soraya Santiago Chavez.
Aditi Sawant.
Neha Sharma.
Ava Joel Schleen.
Zachariah Shaw.
Kiana Marie Seaberry.
Haley Catherine Shepard.
Kaya Rose Secundiata.
Alexandra Emily Ako Shibata.
Hudson Gage Seeger.
Anne Margaret Fundan Shinazuka.
Shania Sakri.
Emma Lee C.
Shivani Sen.
Evie Sedaris.
Hannah Seo.
Andrew McGregor Simmons.
Utsav Shah.
John Nevin Semineta.
Madia Shahid.
Ashita Vivekanand Sin.
Anvi Sharma.
Uvashi Sinha.
Atarva Sharma.
Denisha Shanae Smith.
Shorya Sharma.
Gwyneth Mackenzie Smith.
Zechariah Ethan Lavelle Shepard.
Mackenzie Renee Smith.
Aryan Nanad Shawali.
Lillian Anna Smythe.
Lena Katie Shin.
Leticia Sousa Silva.
Tate Bradley Severs.
Alexander Michael Soika.
Noah Lawrence Simon.
Ryan Austin Stacy.
Landry Ray Sims.
Amaya Stansel.
Sanya Singh.
Isis Marie Steele.
Sarah Siswanto.
Mylan Alexander Hoffman Stefanovich.
Matthew Taylor Smart.
Kristen Keir Stewart.
Emily Grace Smith.
Marie Alabek Soares.
Madison Lorraine Smith.
Ganapathri Raman Suresh.
Willie Daryl Smith II.
Samanvi Swami.
Rigo Jose Socorro Humbria.
Jacob Robert Zalega.
Varsha Sumia.
Brady Nicholas Tao.
Kylie Kian Spears.
Beatrice Tamba.
Jonathan Andrew Stanley.
Joyce Summer Tang.
Bryce Anthony Stavely.
Nathaniel Shunshi Tang.
Makai Devon Stevenson.
Daniel Andrew Tahert.
Esme Cosette Stewart.
Bennett Alexander Taylor.
Shrenika Sukumar.
Kamarian Jonathan Andres Taylor Shaw.
Isha Swaminathar.
Caleb Alexander Terry.
Niall Mustafa Sayed.
Jenna Tite.
Marcelo Sperling.
Corrine Lay Thomas.
Derhat Tahir.
Chloe James Thompson.
Sarthak Tandon.
Keller Michael Thompson.
Lin Jing Tang.
Bennett McGregor Thorpe.
Sanvi Tare.
Connor Reed Tobias.
Emily Mai Tohert.
Bonbin Tong.
Lincoln Abraham Taylor Jr.
Miriam Caroline Alexandra Torres Rueda.
Caden T.
Andrew Glenn Trees.
Emily Ann Tedderud.
Rose Sue.
Ashwin Joseph Thomas.
Nashika Teyaki.
Joshua Adam Thomas.
Anabala Ordenada Avendano.
Emma Lee Toms.
David Ivan Ordeneta Ordeneta.
Yobdalis Valentina Torialba Pinto.
Mohammed Abdullah Uzair.
Zachary Shang To.
Mihir Barat Bedhir.
Italy Ariel Marie Tolliver.
Konstantin Vladimirovich Vaxer.
Camilla Isabel Torres Pacheco.
Joseph Nathan Van Creveld.
Tovin Hajar Tovi.
Michelle Ariel Van Gruber.
Victor Manuel Trejo.
Maria Victoria Vargas Suarez.
Luis Orlando Trevino Santiago.
Omkar Vasa.
Tuna Tuzlasi.
Lily Elizabeth Vasquez.
Everett Stephen Underwood.
Jan Gerardo Vega Escudero.
Graylis Sofia Erdeneta Moreno.
Rafael Andres Velasco.
Victoria Isabel Useche Erdeneta.
Christopher Miguel Velasquez Flores.
Tanvi Reddy Vidavala.
Alexander David Vergara.
Dia Vadlakanda.
Sienna Anita Verma.
Victoria Shinkinkara Velasios Para.
Martin Alonso Cristobal Vidal Araya.
Pierce Vanderlight.
Johan David Villarreal Vargas.
Donish Varachia.
Zane Talal Burke.
Reese Thomas Varney.
Akash Visvam.
Chloe Nicole Vasquez.
Jelka Voronchikan.
Naum Vasquez Jr.
Sharika Lakshmi Vulagala Dala.
Anthony Gabriel Velasquez Rivera.
Cole Thomas Walker.
Leonardo Velasquez.
Aaron Bernard Walton Jr.
Samuel Jesus Vera Rondon.
Joshua Adam Wamsley.
Avijit Verma.
Bryant Wang.
Kai Kai Jordan Villanueva.
Julian Dezang Wang.
Aiden Christian Villarreal.
Robert Jack Wasson.
Amanda Nicole Vish.
Adan Joshua Way Nakano.
Carlos Santiago Vivas Jr.
Brendan Matthew Weber.
Lauren Kan Ha Bu.
Sophia Bowen Way.
Simon Kai Bu.
Caitlin and Iris Wenland.
McKinley Hope Walker.
Amber Brianna White.
Chloe Grace Walsh.
Mitchie Marion White.
Ashley Darcel Walton.
Preston David Whitman.
Minyu Wan.
Ella Kate Willenborg.
Dora Wang.
Demaya Faith Williams.
Smith Harrison Wasserman.
Gracious Conan Arnold Williams.
Madison Mariah Watt.
Reese Ainsley Williams.
Sanjay Alvin Webb.
Simone Alexa Williamson.
Sanaya Tanique Webster.
Kimberly Hasmin Wilson.
Sunny Miriam Weinstein.
Amaria Shea Travis Wilson Brown.
Olaf Erling Theodore Weston.
Jolene Adriana Wong.
Braden Leland White.
Kaya Sophia Wood.
Aliana Rose White Griffin.
Audrey Carol Woodcock.
Danielle Raleigh Wilcox.
Lainey Caitlin Rand.
Alyssa Isabella Williams.
Daniel Shia.
Elizabeth Lee Williams.
William Han Shia.
Nathan Emmanuel Williams.
Palin Shu.
Romario Anthony Williams.
Divya Yalam.
Caroline Grace Wilson.
Yunbo Yan.
Shiloh Michaela Wilson.
Camilla Yakian Morales.
Morgan Samuel Wintermeyer.
Joshua Zhejiang Yi.
Nixon Philip Wong.
Joshua Hannah Yao.
Addison Lennox Woodall.
Darcy Yen.
Dong N. Wu.
Natalia Yen.
Yu Fan Wu.
Lokshibarai Leka Yogesh.
Wintao Jack Shie.
Hayden Shija Yoshida.
Kara Wu Shu.
Alexa Zapata.
Yadav.
Samira Zia Dinova.
Ankita Yalamanchi.
Abraham Zijan Zhang.
Yusheng Yan.
Izang Zhang.
Sora Yasui.
Jiran Zhang.
Evan Ye.
Nina Marie Zakuni.
Emery Hui Jiang Yi.
Pedro Daniel Zuleta Romero.
Nadia Yen. Madison Ka Yi Yip. Maria Zaidi. Peter Ji Yang Yoon. Avon Lee Young. Jesus Ramiro Zazueta Alvarez. Ajayla Mikel Zeno. Gordon Zhang. Junyang Zhang. Olivia Lan Zhang. Zachary Zhou. Zachary Arya Zuckerman. Gracie Isabella Zavanik.
Congratulations, graduates. We will now designate our graduate status by the symbolic moving of your tassels. William, Tegan, Serena, Gwyneth, Divya, and the class of 2025, please move your tassels now. Now, for the last time together, will the Plano West Senior Class of 2025 please stand with me and join in the singing of the Plano West Alma Mater, followed by the traditional cap toss immediately afterward. After you collect your cap and tassel, we ask that you quickly move towards your back right and my left and find your family. We will now sing the Plano West Senior High School Alma Mater.
See Thank you for helping us celebrate our graduates by being here today. Graduates, please follow staff guidance in exiting the stadium. Spectators, please allow top rows to exit first as you leave the facility. Graduates will exit and meet you outside on the South Plaza of the Ford Center. Thank you again for being here, and best wishes to our graduates in all their future endeavors.